Yes, the mic was on mute. Apologies for that. Welcome back to Soccer Perspective. We have to get into it without wasting much of your time, and that is because the first game starts in about not long from now. The first game of the day will start, so we have to look at the statistics of both teams and predict that game before it gets started. And we get into then we get into subsequent games for today, tomorrow, and any other day for week 12. But I appreciate you all finding time to join. If you're watching, if you haven't, just do me a favor, even if you don't want to stay that long, to help and drop a like on the stream to help me garner more likes so that more people can join us on Soccer Perspective. And later on today, we have the match prediction show on Chelsea Perspective, our sister channel, or the main channel, if you want to call it that, where strictly we cover Chelsea Football Club. But without wasting much of your time, let's get into it. I want to start with looking at the Premier League statistics. That if you're into betting and all of that, you can get a good idea who could score whom. But yeah, let's get into it one straight up without wasting your time. Top scorer Erling Haaland, no surprise there. It doesn't look like he added to his tally because I think the total, did he score last week? I can't quite remember, but he has 11 goals in total. He tops that department with 11 goals, followed by Heung-min Son, 8 goals of Tottenham, Mohamed Salah of Liverpool, which is 8 goals. And we will stick with just the top trees. We're not going to go beyond the top trees, just to be quick with it. And assist Pedro Neto of Wolverhampton Wanderers. He has 7 assists. Kieran Trippier of Newcastle United, 6 assists in total. James Maddison of Tottenham, 5 assists, and he's out injured right now. And we're hearing that he's going to be out until January. Wow. Goals plus assists are totality. Erling Haaland has 13, which means he has 2 assists. Mohamed Salah has 4 assists in total. Oli Watkins, I haven't seen his goals to know how many, but he's up there. Anyway, let me just leave it at that. I didn't check his goals because we're starting at top 3. Let's say goals per 90 minutes. Sasa Kaladzi, followed by Callum Wilson of Newcastle United and Chris Wood of Nottingham Forest. And expected XG goals per game. Erling Haaland with 10.6, Mohamed Salah 8.0, Nicholas Jackson 7.1. So Nicholas Jackson, I think you could argue he's done everything right except put chances away and could improve. You never know. XG per 90 minutes, Callum Wilson 1.13, followed by Erling Haaland 1.03. Not a bad number for him. Expected goals on target, Erling Haaland has 9.1. Mohamed Salah 8.0, Callum Wilson 7.1. Callum Wilson is actually up there in my opinion. Let's see a shot on target by 90 minutes. Callum Wilson 2.8, Erling Haaland 2.3, and Neil Maupay of Brentford 2.3. Shots upon 90 minutes, Darwin Núñez at 5.7. I don't know why. I don't like him as a player. I think he's too, should I say, erratic isn't the word I'm looking for. Let me just move on from him. Ansu Fati, 4.6. Ansu Fati on loan from Barcelona at Brighton. Beto of Everton, 4.4. And accurate passes per 90 minutes. Wow, Rodri of Manchester City, no surprise there. 107 accurate passes for 90 minutes. Lewis Dunk, 95.2. And 97.2 for Jean-Paul Hicks of Brighton. 2 Brighton players there, Lewis Dunk and Mr. Paul there. Big chances created. Mohamed Salah with 11 in total. Kieran Trippier 8 in total. Musa Diaby 7 in total. Chances created. Kieran Trippier 32.0 and James Maddison 31.0. Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United at 30.0. Wow, for Kieran Trippier, that's not easy. Accurate long balls per 90 minutes. Harry Maguire. Wow. I put some respect in his name, at least. That's good for him. Accurate long balls for Harry Maguire is 7.9. Rodri 7.5. Lewis Dunk 5.7. Let's see anything that's important to look at there. Okay, beyond that, we're going to look for the first big chances missed. Wow, Erling Haaland has missed 11 big chances. He measures in that department with Oli Watkins. Who's missed 11. Darwin Núñez of Liverpool has missed 10. So Nicholas Jackson, I think I don't want to expand it. The promise is that we're going to stick with the top three for each department. Penalties awarded. Fabio Vieira of Arsenal 2. Anthony Gordon 2. Edward Nkita 2. Lots of twos there. You can say Raheem Sterling 2 there. If we have to expand it, Raheem Sterling has 2 interceptions per 90 minutes. Successful tackles per 90 minutes. Boubacar Traore 3.5. Les Lukachukwu 3.2. Even though he hasn't played that much. Wow. Emerson Royal 3.1. Interceptions upon 90 minutes. Nico Williams 5.2. Valentino Livramento from a Chelsea Academy player 3.0. Enter then Mengi, I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly, 2.8. Please, if you're watching, even if you don't want to stay, do us a favor and drop a like on the stream for us. That will go a long way. Clearances per 90 minutes. John Egan 7.3. Ethan Pinnock 6.5. Murillo 6.4. And the blocks per 90 minutes. Jean Paul Hick of Brighton 1.9. Dara O'Shea 1.7. And James Tarkowski of Everton 1.5. Penalties conceded. Yeah, no shocks there. Christian Romero 2 in total. Chris Richards 1 of Crystal Palace. Michael Keane of Everton 1. Possessions 1 in the final third. Yuri Tielemans of Aston Villa 2.4. Harvey Elliott of Liverpool 2.2. Gabriel Jesus of Arsenal 2.2. I'm sure if we expand that block there or card maybe, I think you'd see Cole Palmer there. I think he has 2 in total. Yep, that's it. I think we don't have a set percentage. Let's do the goalkeepers a favor here. Alisson Becker at 78.7% a goal, a save percentage. Guillermo Vicario of Tottenham 74.0. A sweeper keeper too, and I like him so much. I have to be honest with you. Andre Onana, even as you can say, even all the comic we've seen from him, considering from making mistakes, he's still one of the top 3 goalkeepers. Wow, 71.9% save percentage. That's not easy. Let me say hello. We don't have too many people in the chat, but let me say hello to my people there who's come to support me. And I have my bro, Jerry. It's that time of the year. Yep, this time on a soccer perspective. The channel is still growing. I haven't streamed here consistently, but I know it will get back to I think the highest we've gotten from a live stream here is 6,000 views plus on a watch along show. And we have the coolest Charles, my bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. I hope you're doing well, brother. I appreciate you joining. Let me see. Let me do something here. Quickly. I'll be right back to you. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. I know we don't have too many people, but if again, you dropping the like does go a long way. All right, let me see what else we have here. Let's go, people. Let's go. 3 people viewing at the same time. We should have at least 3 likes. Tobeho, nice to see you. And big up to you too, Jerry. Much love to all of you. We've covered all the most important statistics. Erling Haaland, no surprise, still leading in terms of goals scored in total. Pedro Neto, 7 assists, top in the assist department. Erling Haaland has 11 goals in total. Just to be clear there, goals plus assists, Erling Haaland has 13, which means he has 2 assists because he has 11 goals. Mohamed Salah has 4 assists because he has 8 goals in total. Heung-min Son is not in the top 3 in that department. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. So we have to go back to Premier League and start looking at the games. We make predictions based on numbers, not eye test alone. Teams' current form, head-to-head doesn't count that much. current form and also insight to the team's current form and everything. So let's see. The first game we will look at today will be Wolves. Not this one in particular. The first game will be. Where's the schedule? There, just give me 1 second there. Okay, we'll have to go like this. Okay, where's the first game for the day? Which one is it? Is it? Oh, maybe it's showing me UK time. I think the Wolves game is the first game of the day. Is it? Let me check it quickly. Bear with me. Let me check something here to be accurate. But I want us to, as quickly as possible, preview the first game and predict the outcome. Yep, the first game will be Tottenham, 4:30 a.m. for me, showing UK time there. 4:30 a.m. for me. It will be Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Tottenham. So let's go. It's this one here. Let me go with Wolves here. How do I get to the game easily? This is not clicking through. Okay, it is. So let's give it a second here. Yep. Hello to you too, Tobe. Oh, I've said hello to you. So yeah, I'm not gonna say it again. Thank you, Coach, for the trust. No worries. So let's get into it straight away. And Fortnum thinks. Let's see the selection that we'll make for Tottenham, given that they have Madison out, one more player from the defensive area out. I think how many players out? Three. How many players? Yep. This guy will be out. Romero will be out, and then two injured players, one defensive injured player, and also in the attacking area. How many players do they have injured on the day? That's right. We'll see it here. They're predicting. They are predicting that Wolves will play with a 3-4-3 structure, and the back three will be Kilman, Dawson, right centre back, left centre back, Gomez, goalkeeper, Sa, with a midfield four of Traore as one of the 2-6-6, Lamina, one of the 2-6-6, and Semedo, right wing back, Nori, left wing back, and then 3-4-3. The three forwards are Kunha, essentially. Beligad, I can't pronounce that name, and Wang, right forward, you could call it that. And for Tottenham, they have Son leading, Koloski, is that how you pronounce his name? Right forward, left forward, Johnson, Højbjerg, left midfield, right midfield, Sa, the central defensive midfielder there, Bissouma, not a bad player, and then the two centre backs, Eric Dyer and Davis, left back, Emerson Royo, and right back Pedro Pollo, and Vicario, an excellent goalkeeper. So see the injuries here. Let's have a clear understanding there. It's Udogie, yep, red card. Romero, red card against Chelsea, and other people they have on the list here. So, but that's not important in helping us predict the outcome of that game. And we have to get done with this one as quickly as possible before the game kicks up. It's but I think we get done on time. For me, I'd say I would go for Wolves winning this one. Tottenham are depleted. Let's see what this does. It's just taking time. What did I do there? I'm gonna go back again. Let's say, where's the poll? Yeah, I'm gonna go for Wolves winning this one. Okay, still 58% thinks Tottenham will win, 19% thinks it ends in a draw, 22% thinks Wolves will win. But by the time we get through the numbers, we'll have clarity on who wins this one. But before I do that, I'll say hello to my bro Tabejo, who's found time to join me on the panel here. Doesn't want me to be alone. I appreciate the love. Tabejo, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well.
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I can't complain.
I can't complain.
All right, I'm going to go to Jerry Z. Thank you again, Jerry, for finding the time to join me on the panel to keep me company here. You don't want your bro to be alone. I appreciate that. How are you doing, Jerry?
Good morning, Coach. I hope
Good
you're
morning to
having a great weekend. And it's so exciting always to talk about the Premier League games before they start. 10 exciting games. Every weekend is amazing. This is the life we want to live. International break is coming, so we want to get the best out of this time and enjoy as much as we can. Analyze, enjoy each and every game, and live the beautiful English Premier League life.
Yeah, but I do agree with you. Thank you so much for finding the time to join. And I'm looking forward to what we talked about. I'm ready to assist whenever I can. So let's look at teams current form. Tottenham, they won. You can say they haven't lost a game until they played Chelsea. Let's just go with their last 5 games. They won 4 on the bounce, and then lost one, the last one, the one they played against Chelsea. And for Wolves, 5 games. They lost the last one, drew 2 and 1-2. Not a bad form to be in. But let's see what the insights tell us. Wolves are ranked 11th in goals scored per game. They're averaging 1.3 goals per game. They have conceded the most penalties this season, 3 in total. They haven't kept a clean sheet in 9 games, so which means they're more likely to concede in this game. Tottenham are ranked 16 goals scored per game, 2.16 goals per game. They have conceded the most penalties this season, 3 in total. Wow. I'm not sure what to make of this right now. They ranked number 1 in terms of away from this season. So okay, let's go one by one here. So Wolves could score, but Tottenham most likely to outscore them. Wolves have conceded more, so which means they will most likely concede today. Tottenham have conceded the most penalties. I don't know, a 3 in total doesn't mean more likely that they will concede any penalty today.
Wolves and Tottenham are joined. They share the stats for conceding most penalties. Both have conceded 3 penalties.
Have considered 3. You're very correct. I didn't pay attention to that. But so if anything, each will concede, but 3 it doesn't measure the number of games of play. So it's not a certainty. Numbers aren't saying certainly they will both concede goals. It's just that they top the list of teams, the most penalties conceded. But if we're going by goals score, even if Wolves score, Tottenham will most likely outscore them. Well, here's what we want to talk about here. And Tottenham away form has been excellent. Let's talk about this, Jerry, before we try to predict which of the teams win. Let's talk about this right now. Tottenham has who got injured in their attacking area. In their attacking area, you can say they're still good.
Madison.
Go ahead. Madison, you can say from the midfield area, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's instrumental in their attack,
Yeah, he's created so many chances for them. So you're thinking they're not going to get too many chances? Is that what you're thinking?
They can, but like his link up play with Son his involvement is key in these games. And having said that it's also important the role of Udogie, playing from the back and working with the midfield. So I think the whole I'm not going to say that it will collapse or anything, but they will struggle because Romero is not here, Udogie is not here. Medicine is not here, and the fourth guy, I believe, do you have the record? I forgot. There's also another injury, right? So it will definitely play its part because they don't have the bench strength, and that will be tested. Yeah. So in my opinion, if you have to pick one, a draw could be a potential result because we don't know if Wolves will be able to take their chances. Tottenham might struggle in this game. They will definitely still dominate the possession, but at the back they will be weak. Romero, Udogie, it's a big miss for them. It's a huge miss for them. So if Wolves can take the chances, which they have lacked so far, so it's an interesting thing. I'm going more towards a Wolves win or a draw. And remember that Wolves is having also a season of where they are playing sometimes very good and the other week they are very bad. So we don't know because they also defeated Manchester City 2-1.
So what's your prediction for this one? You better write it down. Let's see who wins.
I'll go with the draw.
You go with the draw. So
Yes.
I'm gonna go Heston. Wow. I'm gonna go a beat with what the numbers say and a bit with what my mind is telling me. And let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, you know what? Who predicts the most correctly in within the 3 of us gets $30. So I'm gonna go 2-1 Wolves win.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the first 3-4 weeks, you mean, right?
No, look, after this week, after when we'll do a review. And when we're doing we'll check
because why I said that why I said that because it's I'm not like trying to get back or not be competitive. I'm just saying that so because this is kind of random because the show came, and so I'm just giving my opinion on the spot. So for the next time I can like already prepare, all these predictions and stats. So yeah, sure, go ahead. So I'll
Yeah,
go with it.
I think Wolves will beat them. I think Wolves will capitalize on that high line, and they're not going to be Tottenham will not be as effective as they've been. Because Udogie a huge loss. Madison in terms of creativity a huge loss. So they will manage to score one, but I think Wolves will have scored. And so my prediction there for that one will be 2-1. So,
It's a
but let's hear
possibility. It's a big possibility. So let's see what Tobejo has to say.
Tobejo, what's your prediction for this game? Wolves versus Tottenham.
I say 1-1. It's a draw game. I mean, one Wolves, one Tottenham.
You think it's going to be a draw? Okay.
Yes, because Wolves are playing very well, but they're struggling to score goals. Also, Spurs will lack a creativity due to medicine, while they lost the three defenders, Udoku, a left back, who got a red card, Romero got a red card, I don't know, Van de Beek or Van de Man got a hamstring injury, right? So I don't see them Spurs winning. I don't see Wolves winning.
I don't know whether I should change my mind because if you pay attention here, Jerry Z, I think it looks like a game that's going to end in a draw. But I'm still going to say I'm sticking with 2-1. I'm going by what the numbers tell me. Half of what the numbers tell me, 50% what my mind is telling me. But look at here, they've been scoring. They've been scoring. You could say they've scored 2 here, they scored 1 here, they scored 2 here, they scored 2 here, and they scored 1 here. Just like the same thing as Tottenham, 2-1, 2-1. You see that they don't differ that much. So it looks like there's a chance he ends in a draw, but I'm going to go because of the absence of Madison and the fact they will be shattered a bit in terms of confidence. I'm going to go for 2-1 win.
It's a close one, to be honest. It's a close one. And in any event, we'll be surprised and shocked that Tottenham comes up with a win in this one.
Yeah, I'll be shocked indeed because they'll be low on confidence. I'll be shocked if they come out because that's the thing. They don't change. They don't compromise. That's the thing. They're always going to play the same way. So let's go for
go
ahead. What you're saying.
Just to add to what you said, when Ange was asked about his tactic and was it intelligent or maybe a little bit brave or naive to defend the way they defended with the high line with 9 men, and he just answered the journalist. He said something along the lines that, mate, even if we are down with 5 men, we'll play the same way.
It's a huge risk. And I think here's the thing. Wolves would be stupid not to exploit that high line because Chelsea showed the world a lot, honestly. But let's see. Let's go to the Arsenal game. Let me ask you, let me have you vote. The vote doesn't really matter. I make decision after looking at the numbers. Who do you think will win this one? Yeah, I mean, what do we need to see?
Let me think. It's such a close call, man. I mean, this is the most difficult one in this week. Burnley, who are like an amazing team, it's always difficult. It's a walk in the park for Arsenal, to be honest.
Yeah, let's see. I think a lot of people will believe that. 73% that thinks Arsenal will beat them. 18% thinks it ends in a draw. Only 9% that thinks, Burnley can win. I think you'd say, off the top of your head, you could say that's the game. So, oh my goodness. Okay, let's look at teams' current form before we even look at the numbers. Wow. Burnley have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bounce. And they conceded quite a lot. Conceded 4 against Chelsea, considered 3 against Brentford, considered 2 against Bournemouth, considered 3 against Everton. Even teams you think they'd win, they just can't win. The question now will be by how many goals are they going to lose this one? But let's look at the insights. Jazzy, there you go. Where at your territory right now? We're in your territory right now. Arsenal are ranked 6th in goals scored per match, 2.1 goals per match. Burnley are ranked 20th in goals scored per match, 0.7. It doesn't look like they get one in this one. Arsenal have been awarded the most penalties, 6 in total. Haven't scored in their last 2 matches. That's Burnley. Have kept the most clean sheets in the league in the competition, 5 in total. Haven't won a match in 5 attempts. Yes. So to me, this one is easy. They concede them quite a lot, and I don't see them scoring in this game. My
The
opinion. I
stats
think
are
they don't
like,
score.
it's north,
Yeah, go ahead.
north and south and sky and the land, it's polar opposite. It's evident. You can see a clear pattern. Until and unless, like in one of those games which happens every 2 years, 1 year, that there is like a huge upset. But what is the probability for that, right? That one of those games we talk about, oh my god, that this happened. But I don't see it happening. 90 minutes, Arsenal are playing well. They are scoring a lot of goals. They are good defensively. Burnley, on the other hand, are completely opposite. They're not able to score, and when they score, they concede. So and also they are one of those teams who won't like really defend, like being so low in the table. They would still try to attack, so it will play in Arsenal's favor. And it's a possibility that Arsenal could win like something 4-5-0 and something like that.
Arsenal, they haven't been scoring that much of late. From the West Ham game, they scored only 3, scored 1 against lost to Newcastle United. But here's the thing. Here's where I have a problem with Vincent Kompany. He doesn't even try to be pragmatic a bit against the big teams. So most certainly
he's a Guardiola's disciple. So in his mind, he thinks that he has to continue with that. So he's not. Maybe he's new in coaching, so he has adapted. It's a good philosophy. It's not a problem, but you also need to see. Of course, I respect them because we can only speak as an analyst, but they are coach. They have done the hard yard. But what I'm saying, the philosophy is fine, but he needs to see he's managing Burnley with all due respect. He don't have the arms and ammunition and the arsenal to pull it what he wants. So he needs to adapt, because with the players he has at his disposal, so this strategy will not work and they will be relegated. I'm sorry.
So what's your prediction for this one?
An Arsenal win, I think, probably. Tubeho, do you differ? Do you have something?
Give us a number.
And
be right in your result, because if you win, if you get the most correct, then you get $30.
You mean I give you the score line?
Yeah. No, you take the video is there to come check it. But if you take, I'm not taking all of them down, but I can start doing that.
No. I mean, I didn't get the last question. You asked me to give the prediction of this game.
Yeah. What do you think the score line will be?
I think 5-0.
Okay, I'll go with 3-0. Because Arsenal looks like they're not scoring that much anymore.
Tubeho, first of all, you need to tell us who will win, because it's a difficult one.
It's a very Tubeho, who wins this one?
Simple, Arsenal. I feel sorry for Vincent Kompany, because I've been watching Burnley last season due to Ian Melson. They were playing so beautiful. I don't know what happened, but what happened is, if in my analogy, as you mentioned, Vincent Kompany should have a different strategy in the Premier League, because the Premier League is not similar to Championship. So he's doing the same thing over and over again. It's messing up. So overall, Arsenal will win 4-0.
You think it's going to be 4-0?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, it's interesting, because you have 3-0, Tubeho is 4-0, and I have 5-0. Wow.
Yeah, you're taking down you're taking notes of your predictions. Tubeho, don't forget. But I think I'll beat you guys hands down. But let's see. I will. If Arsenal doesn't win, then that would be a shock to the football world, in my opinion. Let's pick the other game. That one, again, you can't script this game, but the numbers tell us. You can say recent results tell us the most likely team to win between the two teams. So we'll go for Crystal Palace at home to Everton. I'm gonna vote this one. Wow, this one you can say I'm gonna go. I don't know. I'm gonna go for a draw. For this one, yeah, 30% thinks it will end in a draw. 28% thinks Everton will beat Crystal Palace away, and 42% thinks that Crystal Palace will win. But before I do that, I want to say big up to my bro, the Blue to forget. Much love to you, brother. Always nice to see you. And we're seeing here that Crystal Palace plays mainly with 4-2-3-1. Everton plays with 4-4-1-1. What a structure. You can say a defensive, a more pragmatic structure, in my opinion. Okay. Recent, you can say team form. Team form says not bad. But you can say Everton with a better form. Everton lost 1, Crystal Palace have lost 2, and Everton have scored more goals. Yeah. Everton has scored 7 goals in total. Crystal Palace have scored 1, 2, and 4 goals in total. And the only team they get beat of late, they beat Burnley, Crystal Palace, so to speak. So you can say Everton, they are in a better form. Yeah, they lost the Messi. It's called the Merseyside Derby, right? Wow. Okay, let's see what the numbers tell us. Jersey, in your territory, if you're paying attention, should I go ahead? You want to say something before I move on?
No, sure. Kindly go ahead.
Okay, in your territory. Crystal Palace are ranked 15th in goals scored per match, 0.9 goals per match. Everton ranked 14th. I think we recognize that when we looked at goals they've scored of late. Ranked 14th in goals scored per match. They're better in that department. 1 goal, they're averaging at least 1 goal per match, which means even if Crystal Palace scores, Everton could or outscore them. Have kept the most. What? Crystal Palace have kept the most clean sheets in the competition, 5 in total. So they are on par with Arsenal on that one, because Arsenal have kept 5 too, right?
That is interesting.
Yeah, have scored 8 goals in their last 5 games. Yep, we did count that. So they're more likely to outscore Crystal Palace. Ranked 16 goals conceded per match. They're conceding at least 1.2 goals per match. Dwight McNeil has created the most big chances for Everton, 4 in total. This one looks like it's all over Everton. Even if they concede, I think they still win, but I don't think they concede in this one. I don't know. In my opinion, I think Everton is going to win Crystal Palace. Let's see if they have any injury concerns here, because that helps too. Berechi Eze is playing. Jordan Ayew is playing. Schlupp is playing. Nah. I'll go. I'll go for Everton 2-1 win. Let's hear you, Jersey, and why you think that would be the case.
I'll go with the draw because Crystal Palace is also playing at home. If we see the goals, like Palace has only scored 10 goals in the 11 games, so it's not even a goal per game. And Everton is 11 goals in 11 games, so 1 goal per game. So what the key stat that I'm looking at is that they are scoring at 1 goal at most on average per game. And they are conceding, like Palace has conceded 13 games in 11 and Everton 15 in 11. So why they are at the bottom of the table, and especially Everton, is because they have even conceded more. And so I think it will probably balance it out. I see a low scoring draw, maybe a 1-1 or even a 0-0 in this one.
Can you be specific and write it down? I don't want argument when I say I won this one and you say no, you won. Are you writing it that we don't have to come back?
I go with a draw. Yes.
Okay.
I go.
You just know it will end in a draw. You are goalless draw, or you think it's going to be like 1-1 or 2-2 draw?
Oh, so I have to.
Yeah, you have to be specific with your predictions.
Okay, sir. Okay, so 1-1, I would say.
You think 1-1? Okay, let's say you Crystal Palace Everton.
I said. Man, Jersey just stole my script there. I don't know what happened. Can you see through my phone, Jersey?
Sorry.
Can you see through my phone? It seems like you stole my script there.
Your phone?
He's still on my screen.
He's saying, I think your prediction he wanted is the same with his.
Okay, I got it.
I got it. But it's fine. I've just looked at how this team performs. So they didn't score too much recently. So my score prediction is 1-1. Simple as that. Jerry Z, please stop.
Now I got it. I'm so sorry. You said that if I'm looking at your phone.
Yes.
I was actually, he got me. I was actually looking at my phone that he's asking something happened on my phone.
No, he's saying because you said what he wanted to say. So he's saying maybe you're seeing his phone.
My bad. I thought he said, "Am I still on your phone or something?" So I was like, "What happened?" Maybe because we were talking on the stream an hour ago. So, yeah.
I think what we should do once Tobeho starts speaking, we should just let him speak because if we speak, it echoes from his end, and yeah, that doesn't help. Just give me 1 second here. Let's go to the next game. I said 1-1 draw. Oh no, I said 2-1 Everton win. And you said 1-1 draw, right? Was that what you said, Jerry Z?
Yes, sir. 1-1.
Okay, you said 1-1 draw. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Let's see the next game here just quickly. I think I should start the process where I open the games in every in different tabs, and also I should start a process of recording the prediction from each of the panelists. So we've done this one, the Everton game. The next one will be United Luton Town. I saw somebody predicting that Luton will beat United. I don't see that happening. I think United will beat them. But let's look at let's do a vote here. I think this is looking United will win, in my opinion. 62% thinks United will win. 17% thinks it will end in a draw, and 20% thinks Luton Town will win. Okay, Josie, if you want to come in anytime, you come in. Let's look at, do they have any concerning injuries? I'm gonna look Shaw. Yeah, he's been out for a while. Nothing too concerning for Manchester United. Johnny Evans, old school defender. You can say a very good defender, but I think they have numbers in that area. Casemiro is out. For their defensive midfield area. McTominay has not been doing a bad job. For Luton Town, I don't know too many of their players that much, but you can say they're good too. So let's look at insights here. Let's see. Ranked 12th in goals scored per match. Let's go with recent games. Manchester United, they've lost 2. Before we go to insights, lost 3. 1-2, and they're not scoring that much. And the ones they won by 1-0 here, beat Copenhagen having in the Champions League by 1-0, beat Fulham away in the Premier League by 1-0. I think that's the Premier League. And then lost to Newcastle United at home.
Carabao Cup.
And the Carabao Cup, that one, okay, yeah. Lost to Manchester City at home to I think they brush up. Usually, you can say they beat the mid-table and bottom-table teams, but they struggle with the big 6. That's what I'm seeing here. Newcastle United beat them. Manchester City beat them, and then in the Champions League they lost to Copenhagen. Okay, but they have not been scoring that much. They've not, except that last game where you can say goals galore. They lost by 4-3 with Rooney by Guy score. You can say putting the nail on the coffin. Okay, they're ranked 12th in goals scored per match, 1.1. They're averaging 1.1. And Luton Town ranked 15th in goals scored per match, 0.9. It doesn't differ that much. Haven't scored in 2 home matches. Wow. And they're at home right now. Haven't won a match in 5 games in total. In 5 games, they have 2 draws and 3 losses. They actually drew against Liverpool. Wow. Drew against Nottingham Forest. They lost to Tottenham. They don't concede too much, actually, if you're paying attention. They don't concede too much. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 15 matches. Wow. Okay. There you go. Let's hear you, Jersey. Let's have you start this one. What do you think happens?
I won't say it's a tough one, but it's a strange one because predictions and analysis aside, I really want, I'm desperate for Manchester United loss and Ten Hag to be sacked on this weekend, uh, because
You
as much
are
as
a
I
serious enemy right there.
absolutely, as much as I enjoy Chelsea, I enjoy the woes, the suffering of Manchester United. So it's like an Ardillion. It's an appetite for me on a weekly basis. So
Hmm.
I really want Manchester United to lose this game, but unfortunately, or fortunately, in this space, I'm talking as an analyst, so I have to hold on for a second, put my analyst glasses, and I'll go with a 2-0 win for Manchester United.
You think they'll beat them 2-0?
Yes.
I think they are low on confidence too.
Yeah, that's right. But it's Luton down. Manchester United, it's not that they have played all of these games bad apart from City and Newcastle.
Yeah, it's the
They
same
still
Luton
have a
Town
lot
that.
of.
Go ahead. Go ahead with what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, that's correct. But they're playing at home against Luton Town, and the quality is still there, right? So any other weekend, it could have been even a more comprehensive win. But I see enough quality and enough difference in both of the teams for United to win. I hope I'm wrong. I'm saying United Luton wins or it's a draw, but uh, even though they are low on confidence, but they do have some experienced campaigners, some very good players in my opinion, and I think they will make a comeback and win this game.
Hmm. Okay. The beat Fulham away 1-0
Okay,
and at home.
the beat Fulham away 1-0 for you
and at home.
guys.
Go ahead, Tobeho. Once you're done, I'll speak.
I have a surprise for you guys. Luton Town will get their first Premier League win today against Manchester United because
Wow.
at the moment Manchester United at home, they're not playing well. They're losing their home games for fun. I don't know what happened because Erik ten Hag used to have a good home record. At the moment, they're not doing well. And I've watched Luton Town versus a Liverpool game, and Luton Town showed a fight there. So even though they drew the game, unfortunately, so I think they're going to have the same setup, low block, try to hit Manchester United with counter attack. So my score prediction will be Luton Town 2, Manchester United 1.
Okay. And I'm not sure where to go. The numbers are saying the numbers look like it's gonna end in a draw. United have scored in their last how many games? In the last 5 games, they've scored 1, 2, and 5 goals in total. Luton Town have scored 1, 2, 4, and 5 goals in total. So it's looking more like a draw. The numbers say it could end in a draw, but whoosh. Luton Town will not score in this game. I'm gonna go with 1-0 Man United win. Another 1-0 win. I don't think they will lose this game. I don't think they will concede either. I know they are low on confidence. I don't know. Jersey, you want to change your mind?
No. The only thing is that if they have, it happens. It's a reality, but we don't know what the situation is there. If the players stop playing for the managers, if they have down tools, that's a possibility. That's the only way that Luton Town will win because this is a question mark and a concern if the players are not playing for the manager. So it has to be more than the game for Luton Town to win or even get a draw, in my opinion.
But you can't script football. Who knew that they get a draw against Liverpool?
I would love it. I would love to be wrong and for Luton to win this game. That will be more of
I don't think
happiness.
they'll win. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. But hopefully they'll win and we can celebrate the sacking of Ten Hag on the weekend.
I think the most You really don't like that guy. Oh my gosh.
I don't like.
No, I
My
think
family also a big Liverpool fan, so it's a tradition I
yeah.
have lived with. So it's more in me.
I think United will win. I think they will win. I think the worst that they will get from this game will be a draw. I don't think they will lose this game. I get it. Luton got a draw against Liverpool. I wish I saw that game. I'd have more clue as to what led to them drawing that particular game, but I didn't watch that particular game. So let's go to the next game. So for me, 1-0 Manchester United win. Let's see what happens here. All right, we've okay, we've addressed this one. Let's go for Newcastle United Bournemouth. Wow, it's a tight one. Jersey, let's have you vote. Who do you think wins before we even look at the numbers?
Let's let Tobeho pick this one.
Okay,
Let's
Tobeho, pick. Who do you think wins this one? Don't give us the goal score line yet. Just we want to vote. Let's hear you.
Newcastle win.
65% thinks Newcastle will win. 21% thinks it ends in a draw. 13% thinks Bournemouth will win. And it's a total of 21,809 votes. That's not a bad sample size. Recent form. Ooh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Bournemouth lost 4. One heavy defeat. They lost 4. Then the last one I predicted in this game, actually, I predicted Man City will beat them by 5-0. Yeah, one heavy defeat there. You can say 2. Yeah, 4 losses, 1 win, and that 1 win was against Burnley. Yeah, the team that everybody beats. And for Newcastle United, in 5 games, they've won 2, drawn 1, and lost 2. And the games they've lost, the 2 they've lost. The other one, 2 of them against Borussia Dortmund. Wow, beating Dortmund isn't for every club. Oh my goodness. Okay, beat Arsenal 1-0. Beat Manchester United 3-0 away. Beat drew 2-2 with Wolves. They have in the Premier League in good form, and I think I told Roger that they're going to learn. This will be a learning. I know they've been, you said they participated in the Champions League before, but I told Roger this will be a learning process for them again. But let's look at the inside. Jerry, in your territory, you're paying attention? Bournemouth,
Yes,
Bournemouth are ranked 17th in goals scored per match, 0.8 per game. They don't score that many. Newcastle United ranked 2nd in goals scored per match, 2.5 goals per game. So they will most likely outscore Bournemouth. Then haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 matches. That's Bournemouth. So it's not looking good for them. For Newcastle, they have kept the most clean sheets in the league, 5. So it is them. What's the other team again? Them, Arsenal. What's the other team? Do you remember that has 5 clean sheets in total?
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace, yes. 3 teams now with 5 clean sheets. Kieran Trippier is ranked 2nd in big chances created in the competition. 8 big chances created in total. So for me, from these numbers, I'm saying Newcastle are winning this one. But let's see. They don't concede. They concede a lot in the Champions League. Wow. Do I think they conceded this one? They considered okay in the Premier League. They considered 2 there, 1 there, but that's just 5 games that we're looking at here. I'd say I think they will win this one, in my opinion. Do I think they will bounce back? Let me see. Let's look at their injury record here. Whether they have any. Sandro Tonelli suspended. The gambling thing. Bruno Guimaraes suspended. Ooh. Guimaraes will be a huge miss. Ooh. Callum Wilson.
So one interesting stat, coach. So far in 11 games, Newcastle have scored 27 goals. And in the same amount of games, 11, Bournemouth has conceded 27 goals.
So that's clearly pointing to one direction. Newcastle beating Bournemouth.
It should, but it's football. You never know. But yeah,
You
it's
never
more
know.
likely for
But it gives you an idea, the idea. So I'm gonna say I don't think Newcastle concedes in this game. Solanke is there. Who else does Bournemouth have there? But Gumiera is not playing. Could be an issue for Newcastle United. But it says doubtful. There's a chance he plays. Where is it? Oh no, Gumieres is actually red carded, suspended. He's not going to play, certainly. So Callum Wilson is doubtful. So I don't know. Again, I know for sure whether he gets to play or not. That will give me, you can say, that will give me confidence in making my prediction. Because if he starts, he's a huge plus for them. Gordon isn't bad. I say, you know what? They still win. I said Newcastle winning 3-1. Let's hear you. Let's hear you, Jerry, if you're there.
I think the Newcastle win 2-0.
You think they're not going to concede?
Less likely. So yeah, 2-0.
Okay. Let me look again. Whether I change my mind now. I think Newcastle will concede. They've conceded 2 here against Dortmund. But in the Premier League, they don't concede that much.
They were also needed the win against in the 2 games because it's a group of death. So if you see the game, like it was more of a need for them to go and score. So I'm just saying, of course they can concede in this game and in the Premier League, but in the Champions League they were like kind of desperate for a win because now they are lagging behind, in the Champions League table.
I think they will concede. Let's see the absence. Gumieres, he does a yeoman's job for them. He protects their defense very well. I know he's offensive minded, but he helps protect their defense. So I'm going to go 3-1. I'm sticking with 3-1 Newcastle United. Tebeho, let's hear you. You've made your prediction, right, Jersey?
Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0.
So it's now the magic of Tobeho. Let's see.
Tebeho, let's hear you.
So it's now the magic of Tobeho. 2-0 Newcastle.
Coach, I think I and Tobeho, we have an alliance.
We are
working on a secret project.
You're working on what?
We are working on a miscellaneous project, I believe.
Okay. 3-1 Newcastle United. Let's see. You guys nearly got me to change my mind a bit, but I'll stick with 3-1. I think Newcastle, with the absence of Gumieres, I think they will struggle a bit. They will. And Sandro Tonelli too, but they played how many games without him since that suspension. But let's go to the next game. We'll find out who wins. Remember, if you win, you get $30. No jokes. And that's my bro. I may have to, you can say, topple it up a bit. That's my own people. So we've done this Everton game, and we've done the Manchester United, Luton Town, Bournemouth, Newcastle. We've done that. Aston Villa, Fulham. Okay, let's see. So you vote, Jersey. Who wins this one? What do you think will be the outcome before you even start looking at the recent form and insights? Aston Villa,
I agree with the win. Yes.
Okay. Good evening. 68% of things Unai Emery will beat. What's his name? The Spanish manager. What's his name? Silva will beat Silva. 12% thinks Silva's men will carry the day. 18% thinks against a draw, and that's 6,462 votes. That's not a bad sample size. Willian gets to play. Jimenez Iwobi is fit. Reed is fit. Let me see. For them, Watkins, what an excellent finisher he is. Watkins is one player I like so much. Diaby is available. Kamara, Luis. Injuries, no big name misses. Tyrone Mings, Tyrone Mings is you can say they haven't played with him for a while, and still they've been winning games. Okay, Emiliano, all those guys. Diego Carlos, for Fulham, Adebayo, Tosin. They're not missing. You can say Issa Diop maybe doubtful. But let's see. So your territory, onto your territory right now. Okay. Let's say recent form. Aston Villa. Wow. Oh my gosh, they scored quite a lot. They scored a 4, 8, 11, and wow, 13 goals in 5 games.
15,
That's in
15
Europa
goals.
League. Sorry.
15 goals in 5 games.
Yeah, that's a lot. But they concede 1-1-1. They're not conceding too much, but they do concede. The loss to Nottingham Forest. Is that the Premier League? Yeah, the loss to Nottingham Forest. Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah. The
I
Premier
remember
League
that.
game.
That was week 11. I actually thought they were going to beat Nottingham Forest. They beat them. So they beat Luton Town 3-1. They won in Europe 4-1. Beat West Ham United 4-1. And for Fulham, the form has been shaky. Yep. But in 5 games, they've won 2, drawn 1, lost 2. And they don't concede that much too. All right, let's see what we have here for insights in your territory right now in Jersey. The first one, let's catch up with the chat a bit. I think we have somebody in the chat. Just give me 1 second here. Jesse, nice to see you. Hey to you too. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join. I can't complain. Hello, beautiful coach. Are you streaming this on Twitch too? No, not on Twitch. I don't know why I forgot to connect it. I couldn't find you there. No, not connected to Twitch. Apologies. I don't know why I forgot to do that. Only on YouTube right now. So let's see. The insights. They're ranked a third in goals scored per match, 2.4. Wow. Probably behind, you could say, I think Man City probably. Which other team? No, Arsenal, they aren't scoring that much this season. I think either Tottenham or Liverpool. Which the top scoring? Do you know the top 3 scoring teams?
I will just take a look.
Okay, yeah. Let me see who those are. Wow, 2.4 goals per game. That's a lot. Ranked 17th in goals scored per game, 0.8, which means even if they score, and they're less likely to score in 0.8, that's not a lot. Aston Villa will outscore them. Musa Diaby is ranked a third in big chances created, 7 in total. So they're gonna miss him if eventually he doesn't get to play.
So it's Manchester City who scored the most number of goals, followed by Newcastle is second, and then Aston Villa third.
Wow, they are really doing well. And they have considered the most penalties this season, 3 in total. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 7 matches, which means most likely, Aston Villa will score goal and outscore them, and the possibility of them scoring isn't that much. Their average is 0.8 goals per game, and Aston Villa actually did defend well too. So if you're watching, people keep dropping the likes on the stream, people, the likes to go along, but we have 6 people in total watching. For me, wow.
So Coachella, you go first now with the
I'm going first. Look at you putting me on the spot. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think Luton Town, they beat them 3-1. And in Europe, they beat Anzi 2-1. They beat West Ham United 4-1. And Fulham, they don't defend deep, in my opinion. They don't. They try to play. So I'm gonna go for wow. Yeah, Fulham they considered 3 against Sheffield United. Sheffield United actually considered 3. No, they considered 2 against Tottenham. 1 against Manchester United. Okay. What? The numbers say most likely they're not going to score against Aston Villa. So I'm going to say, wow, I'm going to say 2-0 Aston Villa win. Yeah, I think I'll be shocked if they don't beat them, honestly.
Tobeho,
Let me help you out, Coach.
Tobeho, kindly go ahead then.
Yeah, let me help Coach. No need to worry, Coach. Simple 3-0 Aston Villa.
3-0. That's okay. And I said 2-0, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know like what's going on. Like I think either I or Tobeho has access to my network, or maybe I have access to his network. So it's just I go with Tobeho's 3-0 win in this one. But it doesn't happen. Like I think most of our score lines are also the same so far. I don't know what's going on, man.
I'm going to change mine to 2-1 Aston Villa. I think they will concede.
Correct. Let's have 2-1, so we can minimize the chance of correct score, right?
I'm going to go with 2-1. My bro is back again. The beautiful game. Let's walk. Let's grow this channel, brother. Let's grow it. And I think he has the potential to grow very, very well. It's just that we weren't consistent. We were averaging thousands and thousands during World Cup when I was doing predicted lineup with it and group predictions and all that. It grew close to 1,009. What's the total subscribers right now? Let me see. Yeah, 929 subscribers. I think we get to 1,000 soon and keep growing. It will be weekly until we have enough panelists here. Coach, go with your gut. There will be some upsets this weekend. You think? But here's the thing. I numbers, if you go with numbers, you get more correct. If you go with what the numbers are telling you, you get more correct than the other way around. So I'm going to stick with the numbers. But sometimes if you look at recent form, it can help you to say, okay, they're most likely to concede. They concede. You can say they concede in all the games. So I think they will concede. So it's simple. You can say I'm just going to go with them conceding. I am with you on this one, beautiful. By the way, do Sports and Newcastle have any free bets in the hospital? And I said Wolves would beat Sports 2-1. That's my belief in that one. I think we're all through with this one, right? And Jerry Z, keep looking at Tebeho's phone.
Yeah. It's interesting, like 6 games. I think in 5 of them probably we have the same scoreline.
So let's go. We've done this one. How many more games do we have here? Okay, we have about how many games? Okay, let's go. Brighton, Sheffield United. That's a tight one. It's going to be difficult to predict, really. So you vote, Jerry Z. Who do you think wins? Jerry Z, you there? So I'm just
I would just like to have a minute to analyze it quickly. So if
okay, go ahead. And I think we should stop for we should stop for we should do part 2 of it. Maybe we're doing this late, so no space to do part 2 of it. But let me just go.
But all these games are now on Sunday, so of course we can do. It's up to you. But you need to wake up again then, or do it later in the day.
Yeah, I need to wake up early. No, but that day I think we're gonna have build-up show for the Chelsea game. So I don't want us to. Yeah, let's just try and finish it.
It's only 4 more games, so we can finish now.
So also we can finish. Okay, thank you for the encouragement. So you say who wins?
Okay, I was thinking to analyze a bit more, but okay, I'll go with the Brighton win.
No, for the vote, we just go see what people think. 73% that thinks Brighton will win, 15% thinks he ends in a draw, and the 12% that thinks he will be a Sheffield United win. And JC thinks that Brighton will score big in this game. Wow. Okay, let's see. Ooh. I'm guessing you know why I'm going ooh. Okay, here's the thing. I think even though I'm going to follow the numbers, but I think this one, there's a chance we'll see a surprise. Brighton, you can say, I think they will win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Brighton
why
in
I said
5
give me
games.
a minute because of the last game. It puts us in
Mhm.
doubt with the win against Wolves.
Yeah, I agree. Brighton, they lost. They've lost one in 5 games, which was a 2-1 loss to Man City. They drew two. They've drawn two. 1-1 against Everton. 1-1 against Fulham. 1-2. Beat Ajax 2-0. Wow, they smashed Ajax home and away. That's 4-0 in total. And for Sheffield United, five in 5 games. They've lost. They lost 1, 2, 3, 4. Won the last one against Wolverhampton Wanderers by 2-1. Yeah, I didn't watch that game to say what really happened, whether they were lucky or whether it was a deserved win for them. And I haven't. Maybe we should we look at it to see if it was a deserved win for them. We could do like this. Look at that game quickly. Let's see whether it was a deserved win for them. Let's see what the numbers tell us on the day. Where is it? I'm looking for stats here. Where's the statistics? Main stats here. Just give me 1 second here. Where is it not showing the main statistics here? Okay, there you go. XG of 1.33, and there's 1.05. 10 shots, 2 shots on target, 3 shots on target, big chances, 2, 1. Yep, big chances missed. You could say, yeah, they were lucky on the day. But the win is a win anyway, in my opinion. That's how I see it. So let's go back to where we were. Okay, just give me 1 second. It has to load again. If you haven't liked the video, please take a second to drop a like on the video to help us garner more likes. I would really appreciate that. We were, was that where we were? I'm sorry, I messed it up. Give me a second. The game.
Brighton, Sheffield United.
Brighton, Sheffield United. So this particular game, I said, well, we're going to look at the insights, right? Or do you want to see how many goals they've considered? I think the insights will tell us. Sheffield United, they considered a lot. 2, wow, 5, 7, 12, and 13 in total in 5 games. Okay, Brighton ranked 4th in goals scored per game. They're averaging 2.2 goals per game, unbeaten in 4 home games, and this is a home game. Ranked 4th in shots on target per match, 6 shots per target on target per match. Ranked 17th in goals scored, 0.8. They don't score that much. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 8 matches. Wow. Haven't won any game in the haven't won any game in the last 5 matches. No, that's not correct. Away matches, and there are 5 away matches. So to be specific there. So who predicts first this time?
Okay, I'll go with a narrow 2-1 win for Brighton.
Go ahead.
Yeah, a narrow 2-1 win for Brighton.
You think they will concede?
Yes. They have conceded 20 goals in 11 games so far.
Yeah, and in this 5 games, they only again in the Premier League they concede 2-1, 1-1, and 1-1. But in Europe against Ajax home and away, they beat them without conceding any. Yeah, they play risky football, so yeah, chances are they concede. And for Sheffield United, they've been scoring. 1 here, 1 here. No.
So Coachella, now it's your turn before Tobiho will come with his final.
Oh, my turn?
Sure.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, Brighton drew 1-1 to Everton, drew 1-1 to Fulham. Wow. And they score, but they haven't. The last 2 Premier League games, 1, 2, 3 Premier League games, they haven't scored. They're scoring just one goal for each game. Yeah, the last 3 Premier League games they played, they was scoring only 1 goal per game. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. Wow, I'm gonna go for another for. I'm gonna go for 1-1 draw.
Wow.
Yeah, look at the Premier League record.
Absolutely. Tobeho, now it's your magic. Let's see.
Tobeho, now it's your magic.
And I'm going to going for Brighton to win 2-0 at home on Sunday.
Okay, let's go for it. See, here's what made me go for 1-1 draw. And they've scored. Except in the Premier League, you say they've been scoring just one goal against Man City, one goal against Fulham, one goal against Everton. And if you're saying if you're banking on their home form, they drew 1-1 against Fulham, and this win will give Sheffield United confidence. The fact that they beat these guys 4-1, 2-1, beat Wolves 2-1. It doesn't matter whether they were lucky or not. A win gives you confidence, in my opinion. But let's find out what happens. Jersey, you've predicted, right?
Yes, sir. A 2-1 win for Brighton.
Okay. Well, you think they will concede, but they will win. Okay. Let's move on to the next game. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 6 likes, not bad. I'm quite sure we can do better than 6 likes. So let's go for the next game, and we have the prediction game. Chelsea match predictions show today, 11 a.m. PST. So we've done this one. Then the Liverpool game. Okay. Brentford, they're a very tricky side to play against. Who votes now? Is it Tobeho?
Yeah, Tobeho. This one you pick
Tobeho,
first.
who wins? Let me vote for him. I think he's going to come back. Probably busy. I say Liverpool wins. 76% thinks Liverpool will win. 30% thinks it will end in a draw. 11% thinks Brentford would beat them. Interesting. Any serious injuries there? Let's see. Toney suspended. We know. Andrew Robertson, Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberg. I didn't know he got injured. Actually, Stefan, Thiago Alcantara, Alexis McAllister suspended, but I think they can do without him, in my opinion. Recent form, Liverpool in 5 games lost 3-2 to Toulouse and 1-3 drew 1 against Luton Town. What really happened in that one? I didn't watch that game to say anything. Always they score quite a lot. We know that they've scored 5, 8, 10. 11 and 13 in total. Brentford, they've been scoring too. I think the form is pretty much the same, except that Liverpool scored more. Brentford beat West Ham 3-2. Brentford beat Chelsea 2-0. Beat Burnley 3-0. Then lost to Manchester United 1-3, 1-2, and drew 1-1 to Nottingham Forest. They've been scoring too. They've scored 3 here. 5.
So, Coach, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
I just need a
break.
I'm back.
So I will just give my prediction. So I'll come back in 2 to 3 minutes. So you guys.
Yeah, go ahead. Your prediction for this one, and you're taking notes of your predictions, right?
Yes, I'll be back in 2 to 3 minutes. A 3-1 win for Liverpool.
Okay.
So you guys can discuss. I'll be back in a bit.
I see you when you come back. And we have after the loss to Toulouse, there might be a reaction. Yeah, you could. Sometimes it goes either way, but 3-2, not a bad. They did score on the day. There might be a reaction, and it's not like a battering. When it's a battering, that's when that's when you fear maybe the confidence of the team will take a hit, and they will be low on confidence going into the next game. But let's hear your prediction for this one, Tobeho.
2-1 Liverpool.
I think that's a possibility, and that's because Brentford, they score. Yep, they score. They find ways to score. I think the manager, Thomas Frank, he's doing a very good job, in my opinion. Let's see. I'm not sure what to make of this one. It's a tight one, really. They drew in. Okay, the recent meetings, the last meeting with them. Wow, it was tight. In May 6th, Liverpool beat them 1-0. And in January, they beat Liverpool 3-1. Ooh. Wow. Interesting. Really. Interesting. Let me see. Coach, they have Robertson injured. Also, some injured in the midfield. Yep. McAllister. That may add unpredictability. Yeah, I think you could say that. So now it's interesting. Yep, I think they've been during the transfer window. They were looking at him too. Endo. Yep. So they they signed him already, right? Let me see. Did they sign him? I don't. What am I losing here? They're predicting Endo. Yeah, they signed him. Endo.
They're predicting Endo. Yeah, they signed him. Endo starts.
Yeah, Endo starts centrally. Elliot to his right. Slobozai, Dominic Slobozai to his left. Van Dijk. Okay, I think they're still fine. Even in the absence of McAllister, I think they're still fine. So let's go. Wow. Brentford.
All right, I'm back. So have you guys done your prediction for this one?
I haven't done mine.
And what did Tobeho select?
Brentford are very unpredictable.
Okay, go ahead, coach.
Wow. I'm going to go for... Okay, let me see here. Let's look at the insights. Have we? Really? We haven't. Ranked fourth. Liverpool are ranked fourth in goals scored per game, 2.2 goals per game. Ranked eighth in goals scored per game, 1.7. Not that they scored 2, so they will score. But Liverpool more likely to outscore them. Ranked a third at home this season. Ranked 8 in goals conceded, so they conceded a lot too. Mohamed Salah ranked first in big chances created in the competition. I think we did see that when we were looking at the statistics. Neil Maupay has the most shots on target per game for Brentford, 2.3 shots per game. Wow. This is going to be a high-scoring game, I'm thinking, at the same time. Because Liverpool, they're very vulnerable. And believe me, Brentford are potent in front of goal. Wow. So I'm going to go with... let's see what JC has to say here. Coach, make it 2-2, I would suggest. Wow. Possible big team to drop points this week, Liverpool, Newcastle, and Tottenham. Yeah, it looks like it. Liverpool in this particular game. It's Jersey, go. Let me think more. Jersey, go if you're there. Let me think.
Yeah,
more.
I have 3-1 win for Liverpool.
3-1 win for Liverpool.
So Tobeho has already given his prediction.
Mm-hmm.
What did he predict?
I think he says Liverpool will win. The score line he mentioned, I can't quite remember. So the reaction might be
2-1. The score is 2-1. Liverpool to win 2-1.
So, coach, you have 3-1, 2-1.
No, I haven't predicted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, I have 3-1, Tobeho 2-1. So, I think you'll go with a 1-1, I believe.
Both teams will score. That's the thing. But Liverpool will outscore them.
Coach,
I'm gonna go for 4-2. 4-2 Liverpool win.
Wow.
Yeah.
Delicious, coach. Delicious.
Yeah, I think they will win. I think Brentford will score, but I think Liverpool will outscore them. And that's actually at Anfield too. Yeah. Liverpool will score up to 4 goals. Brentford, I believe, will score 2 goals.
So now we are left with the last 2 games of the weekend.
Oh, okay, so we can knock it. We can actually knock it out. And if you want us to do the preview, that's the moment the game ends, we'll come on and talk about it. We can do that, any of the games. We'll see. Let's go with this one. But we have a game, Chelsea show at 11. We've done that one there. Just give me 1 second. Oh my goodness, what am I doing here? Just give me come on, man. I think before the next one, I think I will open everything in the same window so it doesn't cause a problem like this. Okay, I'm gonna go. What did I do here? I even went as far back as going back to Twitter. Yep, 6 likes. Woohoo! That's huge for this particular channel in a while. Let's see. This is gonna take time. So, what's the next game actually?
West Ham, Nottingham Forest.
West Ham, Nottingham Forest.
West Ham, Nottingham Forest.
Yes. So if the window is not opening, we can just discuss and do the prediction.
Go ahead. You can keep talking. Let me try and get it to work.
Okay. So Tobeho.
Because you have already done your homework, I believe.
Yes.
So could you go ahead and
share any key insights? And
I think my voice is echoing.
So
can you share the insight and prediction for West Ham and
here's in Jersey. Here's what we're gonna do. Once Tobeho is speaking, we don't speak because his mic picks up what we're saying and returns it back. You get that's why the echo is coming. So if he starts talking, we just keep we keep quiet so he speaks. But right now you were talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Coach, for the suggestion. So yeah, Tobeho, go ahead and analyze and give your prediction for West Ham and Nottingham Forest.
Simple as this. West Ham at the moment, they can't keep clean sheet in the Premier League, same as Forest, but both teams are scoring goals. So overall, I would say West Ham 2, Forest 2 is a draw for me. 2-2 draw.
Let's say Jersey, your own prediction.
Interesting, and I agree with his analysis. But I think it will be perhaps a low-scoring draw, a 1-1 for me. A draw, but a 1-1. Because the way he analyzed, and I also looked at the stats, the way both teams are playing. So I think they will most likely cancel each other out, unless and until they one of the teams will win by a goal. I don't see much happening. Both will be safe. Both will cancel them out, in my opinion. So this game is most likely a draw. So I'll go with a 1-1. So Coachella, now it's your turn.
I like to see the numbers before I say anything. I have to be honest.
Chilla, this game, it's your experience and the eye test you have seen so far. So what do you think?
No, I haven't watched both that much. I have to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. If I've watched them that much, then I'll say I'll be able to predict off the top of my head. So you can move to the next game. If so I
can give you the general standing and the goal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Coach. Please go ahead.
Now I was saying Tottenham is leading 1-0, and I said I predicted Wolves will win 2-1.
So if anything, then maybe Tobeho and my prediction are more likely to happen, which is a draw, right? Wolves winning is probably I
said Wolves. Remember, I said Wolves to win 2-1. So chances are they could still score 2 goals and win. But let's see.
That's great optimism. So, Coach, for just a second, please. Sorry. So yeah.
It says that's great optimism. Go ahead.
That's good. It's all humor, Coach, and
I'm
learning. And thank you so much for always giving me the direction. So 12th, West Ham is 12th, and Nottingham Forest is 13th on the table. So it's just they are similarly ranked on the table. West Ham is 14 points, Nottingham Forest 13 points, and these are the table stats that I'm sharing with you. West Ham have scored 18 goals and conceded 20 goals. Nottingham Forest have scored 12 goals and conceded 15. So West Ham are scoring more, but both of them have dropped a lot of points. West Ham have won 4, Nottingham Forest 3, and West Ham have lost 5 and Nottingham Forest 4. So it's more or less a similar stat. It's just that West Ham scores more but concedes more, but Nottingham Forest have lower scoring. They have scored only 12 and conceded 15. But if you look at the holistic picture, the stats probably cancel each other out. According to the bookmakers, West Ham are slight favorites in this game, if that would help you to make a prediction. And yeah, so these are some stats from the table, Do you make some? Do you have some indication about the prediction?
No, I think West Ham will win this game. They've been in poor form. Lost 3 in 5 games. Wow, 1-2. And the 2 they beat Arsenal 3-1. The last game they beat Olympiacos in Europe by 1-0 to nothing. And they've been conceding 1-1-1-1 per game. Nottingham Forest 3 draws, 1 win, and 1 loss against Liverpool. Ooh. Nottingham drew against Luton Town, drew against Crystal Palace,
they defeated us.
Brentford.
They defeated Chelsea.
Yeah, they defeated us. 1.6 per game. Nottingham scores 1.1 per game. But in the last 5 games, West Ham have scored 1, 3 goals, 4 goals. 4 goals in total. In the last 5 games, Nottingham Forest have scored 1, 3, and 5 goals. Wow. I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna say Nottingham Forest will beat West Ham 1-0.
Interesting. It's a possibility. Yeah. Okay. So, coach, now take
I looked beyond. I looked beyond the numbers a bit. I think I used current form. I didn't even pay.
Yeah, because West Ham have lost three games, and Nottingham Forest only lost 1 game in the last 5. Yeah, if you see that. So, coach, now it's the main event of the evening. You take the floor. It's Chelsea versus Manchester City.
Okay, I want to look at the numbers too, but let's see where we go from there. Chelsea versus Manchester City. I don't know if we've learned anything from you could say dealing with you could say if anything we've learned, maybe we'll continue with how we decided, okay, these guys are playing a very high line. We should be quick in transition. We should just put the ball behind their back line and have some excellent, make good runs in behind their defensive line and put a good ball for them. Man City, they're used to playing with 2 defenders in attack. So if we can be quick, if we get the ball from them, if and when we do, be quick with our passes, don't slow things down, don't go backwards or sideways. So try to penetrate that thing. We get good chances, and if we take our chances, I think we can beat them. I get it, we're the underdogs, but never say never. I don't know. Let's hear you before we even start looking at the numbers. What do you think, Jersey?
Before I give my prediction, I'll just talk on this game, and then I'll give my prediction at the very end after you guys have done it. So honestly,
we'll look at the numbers before we go on to the prediction. We're just having a conversation right now. Yeah,
we have to marinate this one. This is our game. This is our game. So we also know more because we follow Chelsea. So yeah. But the thing is that as much as we know, as much as we followed Chelsea now in the past, this team is so inconsistent. Like, we don't know what to expect from one week to the next, right? So that's why it's different, very different. One of my friends called me, so asked me, do you think I just have some extra money? Would you recommend me to put a bet on this game? I said, no. Chelsea is the team which has absolutely no patterns at all. So it's ridiculous to even contemplate playing a game for fun on Chelsea. So that's I said that to give you the idea that Chelsea has no pattern at all at this moment. So this game could go anyway. Having said that, definitely Manchester City are hot favorites for this one, are most likely to win this game, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean that they
On
will win
paper.
this game. Yeah, on paper they are. Look, we have to see the facts, as Roger says. They are settled under a under a manager Guardiola for 7 years. They have recruited intelligently, perhaps the best recruitment in the whole of Europe, and I'm not I'm praising them as an analyst. It's not that I'm supporting them. So for 7 years, the recruitment, the way that they have with the same coach, they have very intelligently let go of the players. Not no overhaul after the first year. It was a selective recruitment and a selective people who are loaned out or sold. So for a reason, they won a treble on merit, in my opinion. Although they lost against Wolves and Arsenal, but like this was just a little bit hiccup than any other thing, in my opinion. This will be the most difficult test. And as I was talking to a friend on other stream, I was saying that this is probably a very bad time for us to play City, because we are in a major rebuild and we have so many injuries. Reece James just came back and he's just trying to get fit in the team. He's still not fully fit, and although he played 77 minutes in the last game, and Nkunku and all that, we'll discuss in detail in the Chelsea City game. So the thing is that it's not that Chelsea lacks something. It's not that the players lack something or Pochettino is not a good manager. It's just that in the overall scheme of things, we are in the learning curve or in the development, we are really behind Manchester City. So what I'm trying to say is that if we have to win or even a draw this game, we have to play a great game, a game where we more than utilizing these skills, we have to make sure that we don't make errors, and we have to be really great defensively. So after marinating all of this, then I will leave up to you guys to first pick your prediction, and then I'll go. I want to take out the feelings analysts, because we want to predict without any association. So yeah, so kindly go ahead and you guys can analyze further and predict.
Let's hear what Tabeho has to say before we go into the analysis.
Too much information, Jerry. Too much information, Jerry. Please. My prediction for this game: Chelsea Football Club 1, Manchester City 1. It's a draw for me because Mauricio Pochettino always have an edge against Pep Guardiola, even though Manchester City at the moment they're a better team. So overall, Mauricio Pochettino will produce his magic once again and draw this game for us. So will be 1-1. Chelsea 1, Manchester City 1.
Oh, all right. That was on the spot.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. People probably think a City will win. Go ahead.
You have to decide now.
Okay. 52% thinks a City will win. 35% thinks Chelsea will win. Only 12% thinks it ends in a draw. Not too many injury issues with both. Yeah, I think since they've beaten us 23 times, we've beaten them 12 times. At 3 draws, and especially since Pep took over, they've been beating us. In terms of form, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins in a row, and they've scored a total of how many goals in those wins? 2, 5, 8, 14, and 17 in total. Wow. And yeah, I think that's correct. 5, 8, 14, and 17 in total. And for us, with Chelsea have scored 4, 6, 8, and 12 in total. Man City don't concede that much too. They've conceded 1, 2, and 3, and we've conceded 3, 5, and 6 goals in total. Okay, let's see. We're ranked 10th in goals scored per match, 1.5 per game. Man City are ranked number 1 in goals scored per match, 2.5 per game. I think they're on par with one of our teams. Is it Tottenham? I think Aston Villa. I think they're on par with Aston Villa, right?
No, they have
I
scored the
don't know.
most number of goals in this
They
season.
scored the most number of goals. Okay. We're ranked a third away from home this season. Okay, but we're playing home this time. Manchester City haven't lost to Chelsea in the last 6 matches, 6 wins. Wow. And how many draws? Head to head. Let's look at it. Where is it? Wow. They beat us 2-0, 1-0, 4-0, 1-0. Wow. Except under Thomas Tuchel. Under Thomas Tuchel, even after that season, we beat them three times in a row. The following season, I think they beat us some on the way. Yeah. Let's see. Erling Haaland is a competition top scorer with 11 goals and 2 assists. I think 13 goals or plus assists in total. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of this one really. It's difficult.
Coachella, don't hide behind the bushes. Please come out and share the predictions openly. As an analyst, even if you go for a 3-0 City win, we all know it's your analysis. You're supporting Chelsea. So feel free to share, Coachella.
No, I think they will concede. I'm not going to say that. I don't see them beating us at 3-0. I think they will concede. We will score, they will score. Wow. 3-2-4-1 is a structure they play with. And I thought more things Chelsea will go with 4-2-3-1. City will most definitely score. They're averaging 2.5 goals per game. And we're averaging 1 point something per game. 1.5.
If that would help, Tubeho said 1-1. I'll also go with a 1-1 draw, just in case if that will help you to make your prediction. Go ahead, coach.
Yeah, I'm coming. Let me check here. Okay, let me. This has nothing to do with the numbers. This is just what I think will happen. I think they will come into this game overconfident that they're going to beat us. I think so. In all honesty, I think. Let's see. We've proven that we show up against the big boys this season. Yep, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham. Yeah. So I'm gonna say we're gonna beat them 2-1. And that's the first time I'm doing that this season. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's the first time I'm doing this season. I think we're gonna beat them 2-1. Yeah.
Amen.
And Cole Palmer will be the scorer, will be one of the scorers at Chelsea. Yeah, that's it. Let me see what else we have here. Which games are you discussing? That's Chelsea, Manchester City. I think we've moved on beyond that one. Cheating. He says, Coach, you can have a City win prediction in red shirt. It's a CFC win in the blue shirt. In the evening, it would be like a game of poster. Yeah. I have to predict. I have to go with what my mind tells me, and I've been reluctant in terms of predicting the outcome of a game that Chelsea are involved in, and that's because I don't trust this team that much yet, even though I know we do well. But that's it for me. Look at my predictions here. I'm gonna say I say Wolves to win, beat Tottenham 2-1. I can't change that. Arsenal 3, Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 1, Everton 2, Man United 1, Luton Town 0, Bournemouth 1, Newcastle 3, Aston Villa 2, Fulham 1, Brighton 1, Sheffield United 1, Liverpool 4, Brentford 2, West Ham 0, Nottingham Forest 1, Chelsea 2, and Manchester City. Manchester City 1. Let's see it, because this is the same thing. You can say we're going into this game as underdogs. The same way. The same. You can say the same. I have the same feeling I had before that Champions League final. But let's see if that's the case today. Jersey, let's see a roundup of your predictions.
Coach, I have not noted them, to be very honest. It's already recorded in the show. I remember most of
it's
them.
recorded. Yeah, but
Yeah.
for you
I
to
will
be
note them. I will note them down.
for you to be certain with your predictions, you probably have to watch them again. But that's fine. Anything else? You can round off the show.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Please subscribe, like, share this channel. It's amazing. We'll discuss more Premier League. We'll try to cover some live game commentary. We'll watch alongs, discuss the beautiful game, Champions League and Premier League games. Probably pick some game and talk more in depth, like a big game, like a Manchester Derby, Liverpool United, or Arsenal or Tottenham. So we'll grow with this channel. It's the same community. You're all encouraged to come and have your say. It's fun. You will predict, we'll learn, we'll enjoy the game more and more. So let's grow this community, because so we can holistically enjoy the Chelsea games, all the games from Chelsea perspective, and we can talk about the Premier League, Champions League, and any other relevant subject related to football on this topic. Thank you so much. Let's grow together. Let's engage and enjoy the weekend. Everyone enjoy the Premier League football or any other league in Europe, because we have a 2-week international break. Take care. God bless you, and bye.
Yep. See you guys next time, and cheers to all of you. I appreciate you all finding the time to join. I want to say quickly thank you to Jerry C. Thank you to Beho. I'll add your credentials once I get a chance, because Learning in Stalin hiding behind club. All right. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and cheers. And the beautiful game, thank you for joining. And you too, JC. I appreciate you all. See you guys next time. God bless us all, and bye.